Yes, there's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. I've been desperately waiting for a track to explode on. Desperately Wanting is track number 8 of 13. I got high hopes. I got high hopes because this one got millions of views. So, where the hell are these? I bet you this was used in a movie soundtrack. Shall we find out before we delve in? I bet this was used in a soundtrack, and that's why it's got such a surge of the views. This time, listen through goes out to my good friend David. Thank you for recommending this on the Patreon. Let us find out. Maybe it was just a hit single, you know? Yeah, no one directly referencing anything other than the fact that the lyrical content is quite connective, so this one's Desperately Wanting.
Pass the road to your house that you never call home, where they turned out your lights, though they say you'll never know.
Cody says, these songs hit harder when you're in your 30s waiting for your shift to start. My brother, buy a tent and quit the job. Come on now!
I remember running through the wet grass, falling a step behind. Both of us never tiring, desperately wanting. When they pumped out your guts, filled you full of those pills, you were never quite right, deserving all the chills. Said the worst is over, can't get over.
Someone said it felt like we were really growing up in the 90s, getting over the stupid narcissism of the 80s. Taking a look around us and taking stock of ourselves. Then effing 9/11 happened, and that was the excuse we needed to bomb our empathy back into the Stone Age and get back to narcissism again. My people, don't let them have you use 9/11 as any excuse to be defeated. 9/11 was an inside job to have America and the powers that be behind America infiltrate the Middle East to enforce something financial, something globalized, something I won't go into the details because we're quite simply talking about music, but it pains me to see this. Don't allow them to terrorize you into like being unhappy. That's their intention. A low operating, scared, fearful, shameful, humiliated, angry person, right, is incredibly easy to control, manipulate, and put into slavery. We must cut that energy and that frequency outside of our lives, all right? There's a good book to read, one I've forgotten about, but he, in a scientific manner, lays out the frequencies of emotions. And through this mapping of the frequency of particular emotions, you can identify why they want to keep us down in these particular set of emotions and how they can utilize and weaponize that, right? Because when people say, oh, it's a good vibe, right? A good vibe isn't a bad vibe. And when you feel a good vibe, it's a good vibration. That's what it's short form for, right? It makes you feel good. You feel upbeat. You feel joyful. You feel happy. You feel relieved of the chains that was once upon you, right? So I'll try get the name of that book for you, actually. But we're seeing the same thing happen now with Iran. It's all an excuse to go in there because any country that hasn't subsided to the whole idea of submitting to the dollar and having this globalized banking system, they go in there and they might makes right sort the problem out, right? Speaking of 9/11 anyway, with all of the tension that's building up in the world, wait for another one. Wait for another one, people. I mean, I'm saying it here first, Tuesday 29th of July at 3:15, 1:15 even. All right, that's the time of recording. There's going to be another false flag. Watch. It's probably going to be in New York. And it's going to be another religious holy war, right? But one to, really settle the score. That's what it's building towards. It's quite funny because you lot will be like into this for like some emotive, heartbreaking situation and whatnot. And to a degree I am too. But the lyrical content of running through the wet grass, falling a step behind, that reminds me when I was pissed off on my face coming back from a Stone Roses and not even Oasis, just Stone Roses tribute act, right? I had a great time. I was off my face, right? And then some little kid ran off with my phone, and I'm running after him, and I slipped up on the grass, and he got off with it, little bastard. So that's what this reminds me of. You know what I mean? Oh, get me away from them feelings, man. Get me away from that trauma, mate. When I sobered up, I was in a bad state of affairs. This is a deep one. Robin Holmes says, lost my best friend in 2000. This was our song. Triggers me every day. Ever have a song that is your favourite but you can't bear to hear it? That's crazy, because that's truth. When a song is so emotionally powerful, when a piece of art evokes such emotion and such memories, that it goes above and beyond any other art, because it creates such an emotional reaction in you, but due to that surge, that's crazy. That's crazy, isn't that the truth, man? That was Desperately Wanting. Good tune. This definitely got the radio play, given that this is the spike in the views. And I say that because this song was, just as good as a lot of the other songs we hear from this band. So this one doesn't necessarily stand out to me. it's just as good as a lot of the material we've been hearing. So the utmost of compliments. Let's keep going. We've got Still Life coming up next.